Hey, Gremlin here with with Hunter, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I went and picked up I unzipped a Skyblock map from the hell a long time ago, like 2014. It's 6 years old, almost exactly 6 years old. It's designed for like 172, I think, and it's the end of Skyblock. Megatrain made it back in 2014. Really pretty revolutionary for its time. To give you a perspective, it was for the version where we got half the trees we have now. And by now, I mean 115. The snapshots are out for 116, but I don't. They're a little volatile right now, so I don't know if I want to try this and that. But yeah, so let's go. End of Skyblock. Skytrain. Skyblock. What the hell am I doing? Something's wrong with my brain. Welcome to the end of Skyblock by Megatrain. Based on the original Skyblock map by Noob Crew. This platform fixes the falling forever bug, which in 115 won't be a big deal, but okay. Click the button to start or resume your challenge. So we're going to do that. And yeah, there's going to be differences in this map and this version. Mostly it's going to be improvements, I think. I haven't really thought about it too hard, but let's find out. If you want to... Yeah, you got me here. We have a tree if you want to... Yeah, I do have the ability to do cheats. I don't have any on. I mean, we're just here right now. You're getting pretty good at Minecraft at this point, right? You've been playing for about a year.
Kinda, although I'm a little bit bad right now. My mouse finger is hurting.
You got a paper or a scissor cut, in fact. You shouldn't play with sharp objects. You play with that. I'm going to see what we have to play with. We have a bed that comes with that. I'm going to throw this down right now because I know I want it for something. I'm just going to put it here. And then there's a... Down there is a... And that's the point, is the end of Skyblock. Throw this here and we'll get back to that. We have a bed we can talk about. We have a user manual, I guess, which says, welcome. Skyblock and the end. This, to my knowledge, was like the first Skyblock that had an end portal, so that's what I'm saying. It was really kind of a new thing. Created for 17X. Rules and stuff. Let's just talk about that. Super flat world. Okay, what that means in our case, in 172 this wasn't the case, but we won't have like squids or the new fish or any of that, unfortunately enough. You can catch squid ink, of course, so we'll get it, but Nether has a bedrock wall around it, which is interesting because the Nether is a big void with a couple of little bits in it. But the bedrock wall, while it does get us, lock us off from the Nether, it actually just meets up with the ceiling of the Nether, which means theoretically if we bridge out however far it is, a kilometer or so, we could actually establish stuff on top of the Nether, in the Nether, if that makes sense, on the bedrock and stuff. So we'll see how that goes for us in time. Don't kill yourself on purpose, right? As faithful as possible to the original, adding a few small things like later from later versions like the end. And see the second book for challenge list. So we'll do that. Just put that away for now. And let's have a look at our challenge list. Which, of course, these have changed. So, we can...
No!
What happened?
Sapling decided to commit suicide.
Do you not have any? Or was
I
it
have
just...
one.
Okay, well, one is technically all we need for now, which postpones the problem at least. This is unreadable, so we might come back to this, but I'll fix it off camera. It's going to take some time to do editing. But, challenge... Oh, hell. That's irrelevant. It's not going to hurt anything, really. We have... It's not easy to read, but we have things we can do. It's got a list of activities. We'll talk about it later. I think this is safe, but I'll put this out in case. Let me have that. You have a sapling. Hang on to it for a sec. I'm just going to throw this down and grab it. And this should by now be down as far as it's going to get. I think it looks like it's past the portal anyway. So let's throw this down next to it. We should just get a column of stuff. I'm going to pick up the lava because that doesn't really belong there at all. And let me, yeah, go ahead and put stuff in there for me. Okay. And two of those is good, and we'll get to that. I can have this now, which is nice. Let me have this. Let me have one of these. That we'll just put right there is good, and make one of these guys so I can do something. And I'll save that for later because that would be smart. And I think by now the water is about where I want it to be. Pretty close. This might not technically get us to level 0 down there because it's going to hit the frame, the portal frame, but we'll work it out when we need to. Let's just get some cobblestone going on. 1, 2, 3. That gives us a pickaxe. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't hate at least half a stack if I'm going to build like a generator up there. If you want, I would say you could plant that sapling somewhere in the middle, but the random tick speed is just at 3 because that's what's I assume it is.
Right.
That's just what's normal. So I don't know if we're likely to see a tree anytime soon, but you can do it. It's up to you. Might get us something else going on today. I am not getting all of these, and I'm disappointed by that fact. I can miss out on a few. It won't kill us, but the more I get, the better. So, and of course, yeah, I gotta be, well, yeah, I gotta be careful. I mean, it's just, oh, it's raining good. And snowing. We're next to a snow biome, so we can, if we do this quickly enough, we can bridge out a bit and get a platform to collect some snow for us, but I'm sure it'll rain again in the future someday. At a glance from the top, it looked like this was right up against, yeah, I should be able to end up standing on the portal over there. Yeah, you know, the portal frame, if it's a thing. There's also a box in there, of course, which I'll look at in a sec. 32, that's getting us into the neighborhood I would want to do a real generator. I mean, you can do one, but you don't even need any rocks to get started. You can just dig a hole in the grass, but it's not what I want to do, so. 37, perhaps. 38. 39. 40. And it looks like nighttime is approaching, which is a concern. Oh, that's the end of that, actually. We'll come back to it. Another book. I'll read this upstairs. A couple of saplings and some cocoa beans. Actually, I'm going to grab that box thinking about it because that would be sort of handy up there, in fact. Right, and that's clay down there, which I think is all the clay we're going to have. I'm trying to think if there's nothing new that gives you more clay, really, in the world, in this version, in 1.15.2. Please don't drown. Okay. Try to get back to you, but for some reason, I don't know if it's true right now, but historically, lately, we've been, if we're separated, somehow the trend of monsters spawning 24 meters away from me means they can spawn right next to you, and it's really annoying. So we have, I'll keep a slot there for our presumed oak wood coming back. Let's think. Where are we on numbers? One of these, they're 0 by 0, which isn't terribly important. I mean, it is. I like knowing where it is, but let's just go out. I don't want to go that way because it's snowing. We know that that's going to be a problem for water. Let's head out on this axis. We'll just go to, say, 5 by 0. Build this out a bit. Like that. Snap it to that. Go. Yeah, I can move this later, so maybe that's a pretty good place to put this. If I build a... Let's just not use these up too much right now. Let's go like this. And that's going to be a platform for water, lava, in fact. This will be water. That's going to contain the water. I don't have a pickaxe anymore. I need to do something, well, I can. To get one of these things put together so I have it in case I make a mistake. Which I'm about to make because I want to put this down and then there, but it doesn't have to be here because that's just needless for what I'm doing. Oh, I have the cocoa beans still, which isn't really what I want to see on me right now if I fall down. Put a wall there, put a wall there, put a wall there. Give me that, that. I think is going to be handy if I want to put this in the back. So there's an island over there with sand and a cactus and stuff. That's pretty good in general. Let me lose this because I don't care. Need to retain. Wouldn't hurt me to have that. That's obvious. I think that's actually probably enough, technically. Well, we could, if we want to keep any of this stuff, we might want... Let me actually put this here, because if we keep this right here in the long term, we're going to have a hopper there collecting stuff for us. That should be fairly good, I think. So let me have the bucket of lava. We're like on day 0 here, so there's no way we've been awake long enough for phantoms to be a problem right at the moment. I want to say if I just put this in, it should drain its way down and it won't hurt us. I might be wrong, but I'll tell you more in a sec. And then get that water before it becomes a thing. It's become a thing. Okay, a sec, don't watch out for this. Kind of rather have this in here when it goes here, as opposed to later. There's that. And then if I put this here, it should just do its thing. So, that gives us a little platform there. I could probably fill in that now that I know that I've got the material to use. And if we just smack this with a pickaxe, we should get a lot of and the wood back there. It could actually catch on fire as of now. Let me do something about that. Give me up here for a sec. So we'll seal this up so it doesn't catch on fire because we don't need that happening. Oh, just put that there so it makes any sense to me. This back, and we should be catching most of this stuff before it goes anywhere bad. Some of it will go into the lava, it just does, but it shouldn't be a lot of it. We should be okay. Alright, and soon enough, we're going to wish we had one of these because we want torches to start happening for us. I'm going to put the bucket away because that's just a good idea. Bed. You know I can put the bed on the ground. We can take turn. Oh, I didn't look at the book yet, did I? Let's do that. You can craft... This is from the clay down there. You can craft ender eyes or obtain them through trading. You can't anymore. That's one thing we've lost. You can buy the bowling balls, the ender pearls, but you have to get your own... blaze powder to turn him into these. Make sure you're ready before facing the dragon. I guess that's a good idea. If successful, treasure awaits. In the end. Which, that, by the way, is not as true as I'd like it to be because the end, as of like 1.9, I think, it changed to, we now have, it used to be wherever you killed the dragon is where the end portal wound up. And now there's one established by necessity because the rules changed. And we'll see it later, but the established thing kind of there's a hopper. There's a mine chest thing, you know, like in a there's a minecart with a box in it full of stuff, which itself is frozen Philadelphia or experimented into bedrocks. It's a thing we'll have to deal with at the time. Again, I can do cheats. We can probably just go creative long enough to break out the bedrock or something and get it. Or we can maybe even just hack it and make sure we have room to pick it up. If you, I guess, want to do this, I don't see why you couldn't. Do we have... Well, that's pretty much what we have. There is no really good... Okay. I can turn one of these into a charcoal if I use another one to do it. I guess the one I would use to do it could also be sticks. It would give us torches and give us a tree kind of right away, so let's just do that, I suppose. Do this and then do... That should be enough to burn one. We'll have to do all this again later, but make some sticks out of that. And see where we go from there. Let's see, we're at 15 minutes. I assume, as common, we'll probably do episodes about half an hour long. let me go ahead and put this down where I want it to be, which I guess is going to be 0. Is that here? It's there. That's close enough. That should get the tree happening for us a little. Leaves me 3 sticks to work with, which I could probably make my own pickaxe. We're going to want a pickaxe at some point anyway, soon. So, I'll do that. As a backup, I still got, well, I could, what's going on here? Yeah, that'll save us time later. I'll just put that there. Next time we get wood, we can burn 1 more into charcoal and then go from there. I guess as long as it's doing this anyway, what, is this 1.5? I'm going to start wandering toward, the sun's about to come up too. Wandering toward the, snow here and see if we can get, then I need a shovel of course, but if it's on the ground we'll have it. I'm not going to put torches here because I want to accumulate snow. I'm out, so I need some blocks. I don't care. Well, no, that might be useful. Alright, so get back here and see if we can catch some snow before the precipitation ends. 15's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll just fill this in as much as I can. And we'll get to that when we have the ability to pick up snow with a shovel. That's pretty good. That gives us that many. Get rid of this. Let that accumulate. I won't go anywhere if there's no torches. I've got 2 of these left. I could stand here and get more, I suppose, because they're just flying wherever they go. I guess I do, in fact, have time. Maybe we'll look at this and do some fixing. And just, oh, that didn't help me nearly as much as I might have liked. /n is enter, so we'll do that. Okay, so obviously it's editable. I can't do that. So we have that. Why is that? It's not a space. I don't know why it says enter. Oh, because it was okay. I don't have to do that. It just does this now. Okay, you can edit, delete completed tasks, add notes, abbreviations of full challenges. See the forum thread. Well, okay. That is not, well, okay, that doesn't help me. That's not meant to be here. Next page is text. Milestone challenges are enter, build a cobblestone generator. Well, we just did, so that's handled. Build and light another portal. We'll talk about that in a sec. Build a mob grinder. That's a little later. Activate the end portal is later than that, like by a bit. Obtain egg, well that follows. And get a nether star and activate a beacon. We could probably do that. Villager challenges, which of course villagers are different than they used to be, but that's cool. R, to get to enter, get a blaze rod, right? That'll be in the nether, ultimately, initially. Get brewing supplies, which is bottles and nether. Well, actually, not nether word for that one, but cure 2 zombies into villagers is the point. Build a village with an iron golem farm, which that's not the same as it used to be, but it'll work. Farm wheat and reeds for trades, which we can also at this point get to carrots and potatoes and you know, even beets. I think that structures are on, which means that after we get the dragon, we should be able to get out, probably bridge out and find end cities and get wings. That'd be cool. As a bonus, get a diamond sword. All of that you can buy these days, so that'll be fun enough. And an axe. Next, domestic challenges are gonna be to. Okay, that's not what I want. It's not easy to do this. Build a house. Well, that sounds like me. I say I never bought it. If I build a house, it's like in a year I'll get to it. I just never. It's not a priority for me. Dyed carpet and stained glass. We should be able to do. Not a problem. Hang up a map and a clock and paintings. Okay. Do flowers, which I think there's a flower for. One thing about the one we've done recently, what was it called? It was Chesterville is what we called it. That was actually based on this map. So, where there's in that case, I think it was every 20 meters at biomes, which this one's smaller than that, but it's the same. This is what that was based on as far as having biomes the way they were. So we have a flower forest. I don't know if we have a beach, which means I'm not convinced we're going to ever get turtles, which is sort of too bad. But basically, get really hungry and eat pork chops and carrots and potatoes all at once. Make a cake and a pie and a dozen cookies and just make stuff. As a bonus, we do taming a dog, which is still a thing. Taming a cat is in fact still a thing, but it's going to be a different thing. It's not an ocelot anymore. So give it and name them with name tags. Outdoor challenges, which, social distancing. I don't know how much of that we can do. Now we're good. Let's see. 1 is spawn animals on grass. Well, that's how you do that. 2 is ride a pig with a carrot on a stick. Okay. 3 is grow 2 different giant mushrooms. That's going to be cheese because when we get a spruce tree, it'll just give us podzol. That'll be so easy right now. Catch 4 different kinds of fish. We should be able to do that despite it being a flat world. It won't be a problem. Collect 10 wool of... Okay. Collect all the colors of wool to collect... get stew from a mushroom, which we should be able to do. Because there will be a mushroom island biome. Workshop challenges are... Craft an enchanting... I hate those things. And an anvil. I like those things. Do a corrupted jukebox, we should be able to do. Collect records. May happen as a matter of building a village and trying to get zombified villagers. Craft an ender chest. That's always a good idea. Automate a farm with sticky pistons, repeaters, and hoppers. Right there, you're just going to look at a like a bamboo farm or a reed thing, whatever.
Does that use sticky pistons, though?
Not by definition, but I get the point. Well, come up with something. Brew 1 of each type of potion. There's 12 of those. We'll see. Bonus is to craft an enchanted golden apple, which I want to say is not possible anymore. We can make a golden apple, but we can't do the one that used to be like with the gold blocks instead of cubes instead of ingots. It's not a thing you can do anymore. But it's bonus anyway, so who cares? Warrior challenges are to get a full set of dyed leather armor. Not really a difficult thing to do. Mismatched set of armor, gold chain, iron, diamond. Netherite? No, we don't have that here. Not yet. I might, when we get 116, I might think about kicking up to that, if we're still doing this at the time. Enchant a weapon with 30 levels. That's never... we tried that recently, and it wasn't that we couldn't do it, it didn't care that we did it. It was weird. Build 8 snow... Okay. That's why I'm accumulating snow over there, I suppose. And then bonus is tame a horse, which probably we can do if we get a horse. We're going to want to be careful about how we do that, in the sense that if you get too many animals in one place, you just won't get more. So we'll have to limit what we get to 1 or 2, depending what they are. Like chickens, you can get 1 and just sort of have... Yeah, you can get 0 once you have some eggs to guarantee you'll get more. Get a full set of diamond armor with level 4 enchantments. That is something we can buy, honestly. And then we enter a couple of times and say good luck. So that's fine. And I'm going to hit done before I don't save any of what I just did. That's fun. There's snow. We got that. Yeah, so you're done, or you're scared of your pickaxe breaking?
I have just a tiny bit left, and there are sticks, there's really no wood left, so I'm watching the tree.
Ironically, what we really need right now is bone meal, so that I could get something going, so that I could get stuff to turn into bone meal, so that I get at the tree.
Yay.
We don't have that. That tree also is just stupidly close to that wall. I don't know if it's preventing it from growing. It might be.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
Little, yeah.
I didn't know where else to put it.
No, it's not your fault. Give me... I'll give you this. You give me blocks. Yeah, blocks. And I guess for... Well, you know, there's no good reason we can't just take the dirt that's under us. Except that getting down there is its own adventure. It could happen.
Could you use the water?
Yeah, I can. I just have to move it. Or, I don't know, give me the pickaxe back and I'll just do it. I know what I'll do. Okay. Okay. Let me break that out. Oh, it's actually going to be a lot easier than I thought. Let me do this before I drown real quick. That wasn't really what I wanted. Let me get one more so I can actually get down there with this. Okay, and then if I just kind of go back here with it, I can fill this in. And potentially doom us because we need light down here for this, but... Alright, you know, I don't like this a lot. Let me get over here. I want to shut this up for a sec. By getting here and perhaps not falling. Smack that right there where it goes. That's going to get rid of this for me. And then I'll just fill out what I have going on. Perhaps one day when it stops, when it calms down. Really need more torches for what I have planned, but I'll just set up a platform here so I can reach up and get the dirt. We should... Okay. One more, I guess, just to be safe. Gravel is going to be something we don't really have unless we kick up to 116 and start playing with pigmen who give it to us for gold. Piglins, in fact. So again, we might do that at some point, but for now I want to stick to something I know works the way it works. I think it's just safer. We'll talk about it when we need to. Where are we on time? 27, so I got 3 minutes to... I just want to get some of this stuff acquired so that we can put it down where it should be. Can I, like, have that, or I'll find out in a minute. Because this dirt is just sort of sitting here waiting for Enderman to steal it, so... Okay, is that... Yeah, it's up there. There we go. This gets us, let's see, minus 27 is 57 blocks of dirt, maybe? I think. 27 times 3 is 81, but then there's bedrock. So, 80 minus 27 is, I guess it's 53. I don't like how much over the edge I suddenly am. Let's get what I can of this. And that is 53, unless I don't get this one. Cool. Got to get back up there somehow now, of course. Is that where I just had that? That sucks, because now I can't actually... If I break that out, that's fine, but we don't have anywhere to put it back once I'm up there. What I could do is, I guess, just...
Could you put a block next to it and...
Well, yeah, that's obvious, I suppose. Let's do that. Less material than what I was about to do, so there we go. We'll figure that out later when we need to. Get some dirt going on in the world to become more grass. Which I've already done that. Which I guess I could dig this up, I guess. Try to get some of it. No, that didn't happen. Throw this down in its place so we have more grass. Give me a hint where I am. 0 by 5, 0 by 5. Is that still plains right there? Makes a slight difference to me. Okay. So if that's 5. How did I not get that? I was looking at it. It was just, you know, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just fill all this in with grass. I'll get rid of the cobblestone there in a sec. Perhaps, you know, give me this. get some of this back if I can. Alright, well, alright. Yeah, whatever. Oh, and then give me that tree, because that's the point. We'll put the tree, yuck. Here is about as safe as it looks. Now just to start all over on deciding if it's going to grow, but you know how it is. Take that, I guess, so we can keep going with the... Did you get it, or did I lose it entirely?
I got it.
Okay. I have a stick, half of our, dirt, a book to put away, a couple of saplings, which we could also do, but I'm not going to right now. That ready to go to cook stuff into more stuff. Need for a shovel before we do any more lighting, and that's where we are. So, not bad for half an hour, I guess. I think we got a lot done technically.
How is it still nighttime?
It's nighttime again. It was raining all day, so it never got very bright.
Oh.
Which means, yeah, I was going to do that. Give me the bed, and we'll just set this up here for now. Click on it, pretend to sleep, wake up. What is it? Where are they hiding? It skips around. I hate it so much. Since last death, that's obvious. Haven't died. Walked underwater. 49 meters. Neat. Somewhere in here, it should be a matter of seconds, I think. Time played. That's not
Times slept in a...
No, that well, 1.
Oh.
But that's not what I want. I want the number... The time since I slept, I want to make sure that it started over at 0. There it is, 2.5 seconds. So that means that we're not going to get phantoms right now. Which I think is good. We'll get out of here because time's up. Get some materials to collect and probably get that tree growing. As a matter of time passing. And next time we'll come back with some more real estate built up and activities for the new world here. So we'll see you then. Bye.